Alright, I love having conversations with people about what they do and really getting to know what interests them, especially when it's with someone who's been able to turn their unique skill set into their profession. I wanted to make this quick video talking about what led me to start my own business, mostly for anybody else that runs their own business. I think it's really interesting talking with someone, telling stories about what led you to start your own business and make that leap of faith. I want to get to know you. I want to hear your story. Everyone that's done it, has their unique story, and I think we can all learn something from each other. So about a year ago, I was in my senior year at Grand Valley State University. Go Lakers. I was about to graduate in a few months. I was double majoring in marketing and general management. And at the time, over the winter, I had interviewed for a few corporate job positions, and I just didn't really feel like connected to any of them. In all the interviews, I felt like I was working for someone else's dream, and that didn't really get me fired up. All throughout college, I had worked at my family's golf course during the summers, and then during the winter, I worked at a local ski area. And then I'd also do any sort of freelance, creative work that got thrown my way, whether it was photography or web design, basically any marketing stuff that I could help out with. I really enjoyed these various work experiences because it made me feel like I made a real impact on the businesses that I was a part of. I was able to use my design and photography skills to provide other people with value. I never did traditional internship while I was in college because I couldn't get over the fact that I felt like I could provide more value at the small businesses that I was a part of than I would in an internship role. I kept finding myself gravitating towards wherever I could make the most impact. Anyways, so I was a few months away from graduating and I hadn't found any corporate jobs that interested me. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Wednesday. I was about to hop on a flight to go to New Orleans for a university-related marketing conference, and I got a phone call that definitely changed my path. It was the spring of 2020. This was right when the whole coronavirus situation was developing. The call was to notify me that the trip to New Orleans was canceled, and on top of that, it was likely that the university was going to be canceling in-person classes. This hit me pretty hard because I was trying to wrap my head around the idea that I might never go to an in-person class again. I was 21 years old. I had been going to school for 15 years, and it was just what I was always used to. I was used to going back to school every year in the fall, and that was all about to change. I was about to graduate in a few months, and I guess I just wasn't expecting my college career to come to such an abrupt end. I'd spent 4 years grinding through classes and enjoying making connections with professors, and that was all about to come to an end with a single phone call. Sure enough, we ended up going to all online classes, and the pandemic escalated really quickly. I had a lot of friends at the time that they either had corporate jobs lined up and those positions fell through, or at this point no companies were hiring because the road ahead was so unclear. And I think this was the nudge that I kind of needed to realize that a corporate position just wasn't right for me. At that time I didn't want to sit on the sidelines and wait for somebody to hire me. I just immediately started thinking about what can I do to provide value to those around me? How can I make myself useful? So without really any business plan or thought, I kind of just focused all my attention on helping the businesses around me by providing them with photography and just any sort of marketing help. I kind of just became the guy that could help out with marketing. I began to realize how if I could just provide significant value to those around me, they will do well, and over time, the monetary compensation will come naturally. So, that was the start of the snowball. I would just do any sort of photography or web design or graphic design work that I could. That was my skill set, and I began to realize that other people valued those skills. And I was starting to work with more and more businesses, and I started getting asked questions about what's your business address, or what's your business banking information, or tax information, and I didn't have any of that. I literally had my laptop, camera gear, a Venmo account, and a personal checking account. I realized that in order to present myself more professionally, it would make sense to put a company name behind my work. So I filed for an LLC in Michigan under the name The Camus Collection. I thought this was a good place to start because My plan was pretty much just to provide a collection of services to my clients. For the record, filing an LLC is super easy. I did that, set up the bank information, set up some tax stuff, bought the domain name, and then just started building the company website. My business plan was basically just to provide website design, photography, graphic design, and social media management services to businesses. I did have a few family and friends businesses that kind of gave me the opportunity to get this started, so I'm forever thankful for those opportunities. This really helped me basically generate a portfolio of work that other people were able to see, which would then lead to getting additional client work. Since then, I've really just focused on dialing in my skill sets and getting better so that I can provide my clients with higher quality content. Definitely learned the most about web design and SEO work, and that's honestly kind of become the bread and butter of my business. In simplest terms, I will work with a business to provide them with a website, and then we can shoot photos, videos, and graphics to go on the website. The goal is to really be an all-in-one solution that helps grow local businesses. And then I'll also do just photo video projects for clients as well. I'm a big believer in partnering with people smarter than you. So I quickly realized that, yes, I can do videos. I make these simple YouTube videos, but my good friend Frankie was much better at video production than I was. So I talked to him about partnering together to do video client work, and that's been a great partnership. We've been able to help a bunch of businesses out by shooting video content for them. And it's really been a win-win situation. It's definitely been a big learning curve over the last year. Obviously, I'm still super young and have a ton to learn, but I'm really just trying to kind of be a sponge and basically just absorb all of the information around me. Especially when you're involved with technology, things are just changing so fast. If you can do your best to stay on the cutting edge, you'll be able to provide value. I really like that this process has allowed me to learn about myself and learn about what I like doing and what I don't like doing. I will say that going down your own path like this provides no certainty, which can be concerning to some people. I remember listening to somebody speak at Hayworth, and they made a great analogy about working for a large company versus entrepreneurship. They described working at a larger company like being on a cruise ship sailing through the sea. The boat is pretty much moving in one direction. Might turn a little bit here, a little bit there, but in general, it's moving pretty steady. It's very safe, it's stable. And the boat will keep moving pretty much whether you're there or not. Entrepreneurship, on the other hand, is like ripping through the ocean on an inflatable dinghy. You are in total control. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can go left, you can go right. It's pretty fun, it's definitely exciting. However, at any time, a big wave could come and flip the boat over, leaving you dead in the water with nothing. Yes, if you own a restaurant, for example, theoretically, no one could show up to eat for a week. Your food would spoil and you'd be left scratching your head wondering what to do. Whereas, if you're part of a healthy company, you show up every day, you're told what to do, and you're rewarded with a paycheck every 2 weeks that keeps you coming back. It's pretty simple, it's safe, and if this idea of safety makes you feel comfortable, then that's the right type of position for you. But if the idea of running a machine that someone else built doesn't interest you, then I'd encourage you to look at what interests you and see if you can turn that into a business. If you're a great student that can follow instructions well, you'll be a great employee. But if you're a self-learner that's motivated by building something bigger, then you'll be a great employer. Again, I'm really new to this, so I've got a lot to learn, but that excites me. I enjoy learning these things. My goal is to pretty much just learn something new every day and really get to know the people around me. That's exactly why I make these videos. It's a challenge for me to set up these cameras, set up these lights, talk to the camera for a while, and then sit down and edit before posting it. Every time I make one of these videos, I learn a little something along the way, and that's what inspires me to make the next video. And if just one person enjoys each video, well, then it makes it all worthwhile. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, leave a like. It really just lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content, so that I'll keep making videos. If you're someone that's pursuing starting your own business, I would like to get to know you. I'd like to learn about what interests you. At the end of the day, I believe we can all learn something from each other. So it's a great community to be a part of. So that's all I got for this one. I tried to keep it short and simple. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. Enjoy your day, make the most of it, and I will see you in next week's video.